And welcome back. In Education Matters, from superintendent shakeups to state takeover attempts, it has been quite an eventful year for Memphis-Shelby County schools, to say the least. With an election looming in the new year, the school board has filed a suit against the Shelby County Election Commission after it voted in September to realign the school board election with their own. It's a move that will cut short the 4-year terms of 5 board members. Here to talk more about the lawsuit and other priorities for 2026 is former school board chair, Dr. Althea Green. Dr. Green, welcome back to 3 at 3.
Welcome. Good to see you.
It seems like, was it this time last year when things on the school board seemed to implode?
It was exactly 1 year ago today that the board had a meeting and had conversations about replacing the superintendent and you know, cutting that contract short. It's interesting that she prepared to make a big announcement today. That was a big announcement a year ago.
That was a huge behemoth announcement a year ago. What do you expect coming out today? I mean, some people have been speculating that she could announce that she'll be possibly running, Dr. Fagans, for county mayor. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, my thoughts on that is that she has never voted in an election here in this city, been a resident for a while, but I pray that people will take the election very serious, that they will look at the track record. Have you stayed anywhere longer than a year? I think to be the county mayor and to be responsible for Shelby County is a huge responsibility, but we always have to make sure as voters that we investigate, we do our homework, and we put qualified people in those seats.
Do you think she's qualified?
Absolutely not.
You're not holding back.
I'm not holding back. You know, I'm not elected official anymore. But I would have to say, Alex, being very honest, looking at her record, how long she stayed on jobs, and you've got to look at that. You also have to consider the number of people that mass exit the communications team. How many executive assistants did she go through? And so just being very honest and looking at, you haven't been able to keep an attorney lately. We'll add that one to that. And so when you look at relationships, they matter. And I think in order to be the leader of this city, we have to have someone that we can hold accountable, that someone has earned the right, has been through the ranks, has served in various positions, and they know the culture, the community, and this city.
And again, that announcement from Dr. Fagans, whatever it might be, comes this afternoon around 5 o'clock. We believe we'll be watching that.
We'll stay tuned.
For sure. Let's talk about the upcoming 2026 year, the school board seats being realigned with county commissioners. Was this the right move? Is this what's needed, or was this a reach and to punish school board members who voted for Fagans to get out?
It's a coincidence that a number of things happened after they made that vote to terminate the employee, which they had every right to. I mean, the school board members are elected and they are the superintendent's boss. So I don't know how we continue to want to have conversations to target and punish them about doing what they were elected to do. The lawsuit, and I read it, I'm just questioning the election commission's piece in there. The governor started in Nashville. They wanted to align the elections, and we realized it was a very low election year the other year, so I understand that, but it's just too many things have been coincidental about this. Okay, they got rid of their employee. All right, the state started to have conversations, and we need to do this. And then, you know, a vote of no confidence. And then later, some things happen. So are we punishing the school board for doing their jobs? Should we cut their terms short? Should they all have to just campaign and say, hey, let's just fresh start and allow these people? I'm just keeping my eyes on the situation. I really want to see the outcome.
But I do want to ask you, in this year, this past year, I mean, as you said, the anniversary being this week, as a matter of fact, has Memphis-Shelby County Schools, the school board itself as well, has it made any progress to avoid a state takeover?
I think they have made progress. I think when they appointed Dr. Richmond as an interim superintendent to help to navigate this ship, to help stabilize the district. From what I'm hearing from principals, from people in administration, from people who work at central office, they are finally at peace and they are happy. So I appreciate Dr. Richmond's leadership. I appreciate him navigating this ship when we really needed some leadership, when we needed help. But it's going to be interesting to watch the board to see what the next step will do. what the next step will be. Because we still have to keep the state in the, hey, the state is still watching. But I think if the state could see them making progress, I mean, we're still making academic gains. I think the state may say, hey, but maybe we need to take another approach.
And one last thing for you, a lot of folks are going to be watching what's next for Althea Green. Are you going to
Althea Green has been in prayer, and she's been talking to God. I must say right now my life has been very peaceful. I've been enjoying just the peace, and not having to be under the public scrutiny for every little thing that happens. And so we're going to stay tuned. Just as today, people will make announcements. Whatever announcement I will make, it will be forthcoming in 2026.
Hopefully you'll make it here.
I absolutely will make you the first one, Alex.
Althea Green, always good to see you.